Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another Premier Injuries Roundup. Now, we don't normally discuss injuries ahead of the game week this early, but we've had so many issues crop up ahead of the Carabao Cup this week that I thought we'd sort of pull together some of the key talking points. But before we kick things off, I'd just like to say a big thanks and a shout out to all our brand new subscribers. Our growth over the past 28 days has been absolutely phenomenal, and myself and Jason are blown away. So thank you. It's much appreciated. Keep your comments coming at the boxes. It's great, good or bad. We're happy to go through those and answer, and that does shape how we record and produce our content going forward. Now, back to business. Arsenal, there's been a bit of a sickness bug going through the Arsenal camp this week. We knew ahead of kickoff that Pablo Mari was ruled out. However, fantasy managers will be more attuned to finding out what's happening to Ben White. He came off early in the second half, just before the hour mark. We thought it was injury related, but Mikel Arteta confirmed post-match that he wasn't feeling great and he took him off as a precaution. Holding was also forced off in that game, but that was fatigue-related cramp. With regards to those players who will be in and around that starting 11, Martin Odegaard, he missed out. He's picked up a knock. Now, he did train or attempted to train ahead of that Carabao Cup tie against Leeds, but he wasn't able to come through the session fully. He complained of discomfort, but hopefully these coming days, that should ease and he should be in with a good chance. That's also very similar with Kieran Tierney. He picked up a heavy knock on his left ankle, I believe, heavy bruising. He has trained a couple of times, trained before the Villa game, trained again ahead of the Carabao Cup, but again, wasn't able to complete that session. It's about pain management, but there's a good chance that Kieran Tierney will recover in time for that game. The headline news and a huge, massive blow for Brentford and also owners of David Raya. The club confirmed that the goalkeeper suffered a huge setback on Sunday following a collision with Leicester attacker Ayoze Perez. Now, there's an impact there on the knee. Imaging's revealed that he's damaged his posterior cruciate ligament. It's not as common as that ACL injury. It's a little bit of a stronger ligament, but the good news is he should only be sidelined for 4 to 5 months, and he does not require surgery at this point. They're going to go with conservative treatment in the healing is normally quite good and successful. So we could see him back maybe in and around March time. Now, Chelsea, we've got a couple of early doubts ahead of their game this weekend. We were expecting to see Cesar Azpilicueta, potentially N'Golo Kante, Andreas Christensen, and also Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the game against Southampton. Thomas Tuchel had penciled all 4 players in to start. However, none appeared on the team sheet. And the reasons as to why are Kante has been managing a muscle issue, a little bit of tightness there, so he wasn't risked. He should be fine ahead of this weekend's game. Christensen, he was rushed in for some surgery, some dental surgery, non-specified, and he's due back on the training pitches on Thursday. Now, providing there's no complications, he will be fine and he will be in contention. Azpilicueta, he took a nasty tumble in training on Monday, an awkward fall. He hurt his shoulder. Now, Tuchel said, he's a tough lad. We expect him to recover, hopefully. At the moment, there are no guarantees, but like I say, it doesn't look to be anything too serious, more of an impact injury. And with regards to Loftus-Cheek, that was a complaint with the joint in his hip. Again, we don't know too much about that, but he did take part in training on Monday. And it was after that session he started to complain. Now, for fantasy managers, a big draw towards RAPHINHA. Leeds obviously travel to Carrow Road and they're hoping that some of those Leeds attacking assets can score big. Well, RAPHINHA, it looks like it's good news. He, after imaging confirmed there is nothing too major or seriously wrong with that ankle injury that was caused by that challenge by Roman Sias. Concerns cropped up when he was carried from the pitch. He was also seen on crutches, but it looks as if the Brazilian could be involved this weekend along with Jamie Shackleton, who missed out at Arsenal. When asked following the defeat. Marcelo Bielsa said, I don't expect to have any issues with those two. They should be in and around that squad, which is great news. And of course, RAPHINHA, having just missed that couple of days worth of training, there aren't any fitness issues for Marcelo Bielsa to keep him out of that starting 11. So as long as we can see him back in the training pitches, I fully expect him to start. Elsewhere, Naby Keita, also good news with regards to his update following that challenge from Paul Pogba. That only looks to be an impact injury, very painful, bruising, maybe laceration in there, but there's nothing, there's no secondary injuries to the knee joint potentially. The foot was raised off the ground, which helped massively. For Tottenham, Matt Doherty comes back into contention. He's been out since the international break when he picked up an injury for the Republic of Ireland. And Brighton could use their opportunity at Leicester to blood a few players and increase their fitness. We're thinking more along the lines of maybe Webster, Basuma, Tariq Lamptey. He looked impressive against his cameo role against Manchester City, so we could see him start. And if he comes through that, then I think Graham Potter will be giving him some serious consideration for replacing that starting 11 in the Premier League. And finally, Jamie Vardy. He will not be risked midweek. Nothing new, nothing unexpected. Brendan Rodgers has been rotating that front line around the Premier League and around the Europa League with Patson Daka, partnering Kelechi. And that'll be the same we expect on Wednesday night. Now, Jamie Vardy complained of a little bit discomfort in his knee ahead of Sunday's game, but wanted to play through that. Played the first 45 minutes, but Brendan Rodgers said that Jamie Vardy just didn't feel or didn't seem as if he was playing his normal game, that explosive, quick changes of directions. He felt he was being hampered. So you removed him at the break. Like you see, he was taking no chances, and those tests continue. So we may have an update on the status of Jamie Vardy come Wednesday night. No doubt there's going to be more updates to come, but we will be back on Thursday at the very latest with a roundup of the press conferences pre-game week 10. So keep following. Make sure you subscribe, so as soon as those videos have dropped, you will get a notification and you will literally get it hot off the press. But for now, it's a bye, and I'll speak to you all again soon.